Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a declutter, so basically just products that I am not using and not loving, and I just want to pass on to somebody else. I hope you like this style of a video. If you do, make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here are all of the kind of face products that I will be decluttering out of my collection. The way this video is going to work is I'm first just going to kind of show the product to you guys, and swatch it and then tell you guys why I'm getting rid of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start off with my bronzers. Okay, so here's the first bronzer I'll be getting rid of. This is the Physicians Formula, I can never say this name, Butter Bronzer. And it just looks like this. It's such a pretty bronzer and I'm so sad, you guys can barely see it, but it just really melts into the skin. It's an absolutely beautiful bronzer, but the issue that I have with this is that I think it broke me out. I looked at the ingredient list and it has one of the ingredients, I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen. But anyway, that's one product that is shown that if you do have sensitive skin, it could possibly break you out. And since I was having such bad acne flare-ups around like my hairline and everything, I was thinking maybe it's from this bronzer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter. I finally found a bronzer that doesn't break me out, but I do really love this. I think if you are in the market, if you don't have sensitive skin, this is just a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I used it for so long. You guys can see I have a dip in it, like the waves are almost gone in the middle. So I did use this a decent amount. I do love it, but I think, like I said, it broke me out. Okay, here's the next bronzer. This is a Milani Baked Bronzer in the color Dulce. And it basically looks like the exact same color. It has a little bit more of like an orangey, I'll go ahead and swatch down here, more of like an orangey vibe, but it is really pretty. It does give your skin a really nice glow, but again, I didn't look up the ingredient list in this, and it has that same ingredient, so I think maybe that's what my skin is very sensitive to. But yeah, I'm so mad because both of those bronzers give you such a beautiful glow. They're perfect from the drugstore. They're super inexpensive and affordable. But again, I think that ingredient just really breaks me out. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I don't want to chance my skin flaring up again. But I would highly recommend these if you don't have super sensitive skin. I think they're amazing bronzers. Okay, the next product is also from Milani. Now, there are some other products in here from Milani, but I do really love that brand. I think it is an amazing brand. These are just products that don't work out for me for the shade or whatever reason. But this is the Milani blush in the color Dulce Pink. Here is a swatch of it right here. It is very, very pretty. The only thing that I have with this, and it's just the formula on my skin, is that because it is so glowy and luminous, it really emphasizes my texture on my cheeks with my acne. So I basically feel like once I put this on, it kind of like re-highlights the rest of my texture on my cheeks, and that has nothing to do with this product. It literally has to do with, that's how any kind of glowy product does on skin that has kind of some texture. So I think this is a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful formula. If I didn't have my texture, like if I wore this in high school, I would have loved it because I loved glowy blushes. But now, since I do have my acne, I go for more of matte blushes on my cheeks, and I find that that doesn't emphasize it as much. So again, I love this color. I wish I could wear it, but just for my acne prone skin, I can't because it emphasizes that texture. The next one, this is from Tarte and it's in the color Party. This was like the birthday set from this year, and I really like this color. The only thing, here, I'll swatch it below this one, sorry. That's the shade right here. I don't know, I just never reach for this. I always reach for my full-size blushes because I'm like, well, I purchased my full-size ones, so I want to get better use out of it. So whenever I get like freebies, I'm not as inclined to use them. I know that sounds terrible, but this is a beautiful color. I just want to go ahead and pass it on because I know I'm not getting love out of it, but I want someone else to, so I'm just going to go ahead and get somebody else. And this last blush, I think you're going to be like, what the heck is wrong with you? But this is the e.l.f. blush in the dark version. You guys know I raved about this for so long. But the only thing is that it does have ethyl palmitate. I think that's how you say it. And that is a known skin irritant. And I noticed that whenever I used to use this, my skin would itch. And it was something that I never really picked up on until my mom was like, well, did you try a new blush? And I'm like, well, yeah. And she's like, well, did your skin itch? And I'm like, yeah, kind of. And she's like, well, it's probably that blush. And so I finally looked up the ingredients, and that's like the first or second ingredient. And you guys know, if you have really sensitive acne prone skin, that is an ingredient that is not meant for people with acne. Like that was the
Jeez Louise, I'm sorry. That was the ingredient that was in the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer that started breaking me out. So this, sadly, I can't use, but I love the colors. I think it's beautiful. For so affordable, you get to try really pretty blushes. So I'm so sad this doesn't work out for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along. Okay, this next thing is the, oh, I have it upside down. This is the Milani highlighter, and this is in the color Afterglow, and this is their Strobe Light highlighter. Now I love this. I need to get the swatch off my hand. I love this product. The only thing that I will say is that it doesn't look that great on my skin. It is a little bit too of like stark white, kind of like a pinky shade, and I'm just really not into that anymore. I used to love highlighters like this, but I just want something, sorry, I'm trying to make it focus. I just want something that kind of blends into my skin tone a little bit more, and this one's just too stark for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along. But I know they have like 6 other shades and they are absolutely beautiful, but this shade just doesn't work for me. But I absolutely love the formula of this, so I definitely will go pick up one of the other colors, but love the formula, just the shade doesn't work great on my skin. Okay, the next highlighter that I'll be getting rid of, you guys haven't even seen me use this in a video. This is the Pixie and Aspen Ovard highlighter, and this is something that I was so excited to try because I loved the color. When you look at it in the pan, it's more of like a peachy glow, but when you swatch it, it's very powdery. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's very powdery, and when you swatch it, it doesn't go beautiful on the skin. Here is a swatch of the color. I don't know, I just feel like because it's so powdery, it never really like clings to my skin. Now of course you guys can see it right there, and it is kind of like blinding, but I'm just not a fan of the formula. I don't really love the color. I feel like I'm not in focus. I'm not a big fan of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on. I thought it was gonna be more of like a peachy highlight, but it's more of like that stark kind of white shade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on. Okay, and then the very last product, I'm gonna try to put it on there, but it kind of blinds you. This is the Tarte Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation, and I have it in the color Light Neutral. Now this is just a setting powder and also like a powder foundation. I just was never a big fan of this. You can start to kind of see the rings, so I did give it a fair shot. But I don't know, I was just never a fan of this. I found that if you try to apply it with a sponge, it would look a little bit prettier, like a damp sponge. But when you try to just set your makeup with it, I felt like it was just too heavy. It was just too much, and I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of it. I've kept it for so long, and I'm just kind of over looking at it. I love my L'Oreal True Match powder way better. I love my Clinique one way better, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this on. Okay, another product, you guys know that I did not like this. This was the e.l.f. What's this called? Like the acne fighting solution or foundation or something like that. And this color was just way too orange on me. It never looked really pretty on my skin. It kind of just made me look like cakey, like just instantly when you put it on. So this is a product that I personally wouldn't recommend. I know a lot of people with really oily skin like it, but it was just too drying on me. It really emphasized everything. And again, I got it in the color Buff, and it was just way too orange. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys to see the color. But that's the color right there. It did kind of oxidize a little bit, and the color was just terrible on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on. Okay, the next product, this is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow, and this is in the color Poster Child. Now, I was so excited when I first got this because I was like, oh, they're so pigmented and they're so beautiful. Like, look at that blue. And the black's actually pretty good as well. But I don't know, they're definitely drugstore eyeshadows. I'm not a fan of drugstore eyeshadows. I know I'm kind of a snob when it comes to eyeshadows, but I just don't feel like they blend as easily. They don't last as long on your eyes and stuff. And I just never reached for this, and I love all my other palettes that I own in my collection. And so I was tired of looking this, and I was tired of just never reaching for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to somebody else. Alright, here are the next two products that I'll be getting rid of. These are both from Clinique. This one is in Love Pop, and this is their Lip Color Plus Primer Intense whatever lipstick, but I'm just not a big fan of this color. I kept it for so long because I was like, I have to find a way to wear this. It's kind of like a more raspberry shade. I got this in gratis, and I never wear it, like ever, and I've always tried to make it work, but I just don't like the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on. You guys know I'm so picky when it comes to lip colors. And then the next one, this is in Rose Pop, and I thought I was gonna love this for the fall, but I tried it on the other day and it's way too bright. It's nothing that I would actually wear. So yeah, I think this color is gorgeous, but just on me, I'm not a big fan of it. And you guys know I cannot force myself to use a lipstick color that I don't like. The next one, I feel so bad. This is also from Clinique, but actually my counter manager gave this to me, and this is in the color Bright Pop, and this is one of their new kind of formulas. It's their Pop Lip Shadow. So basically it's like a shadow in a lipstick form. So the shadow is like in the cap of the, like this little cap, and then the tip is, you know, obviously saturated with the color, and you just sweep it on. But again, it's that same color as this one, and I don't like the color. This is a pretty cool concept because it's not like a lipstick. It's very matte, but it's not drying. So this is a really cool product, but again, I'm just not a fan of the color, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to somebody else. Okay, I'll also be decluttering 2 of these NYX lip liners. Now, I have a lot of NYX lip liners, and I thought they were really great for their price, but if you guys have seen my recent videos, you guys know that I've fallen in love with Bite lip liners, and I don't know, these are just colors that I never wear. I've kept for so long, and I don't wear them. So this first one is kind of like a deep red. Again, I don't wear that color. This is in the color Cabaret. And then the next one, this is their Suede line, and this is just kind of like a bright pink, and I never wear bright pink colors like this. This is in the color San Paulo. So, I don't know. The formula's okay. I don't think it's like the best. After trying the Bite Beauty, I'm like, oh, those are so creamy. But these ones are great for the price. You get to try a lot of different colors. But again, these are just colors I don't wear, so I'm going to go ahead and pass them on. Okay, the next product is this Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I wanted to make this work so bad because everyone raves about it, but it just transferred to my upper lid every single day. It drove me crazy. You know, I was gonna give it till the end of its tube. I was like, whatever, I'll just use it. But I had it. Like 2 days ago, I was like, I'm so done with this product, because every day I had to like look at the top of my lids and they were always covered in mascara. I think this is a really great brush. I think it gives you amazing volume. I love everything about it besides the fact that it transfers on me. That's what a lot of L'Oreal mascaras do, besides their Lash Princess or Lash Paradise. But yeah, I'm over this. I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter it. Okay, 2 more products. This next one is this e.l.f. brow pencil. Now again, this is a product that I told you guys that I really did like, and I really do. But after trying that new L'Oreal brow pencil that I will show you guys in another video, this color is just too dark. It makes my brows look super stark and just way too dark for my hair color right now. I did recently highlight my hair, and so before this color worked perfect for me, but now it's way too dark. So this is in the color Deep Brown. I think they have other shades that I might try, but I really do like this formula. It comes with like a little spoolie on one side and then the tip on the other. The only thing that I will say is that the tip kind of goes away, like the point of it, after you use it. So it's not as precise. So I wouldn't recommend this for people that have like barely their eyebrows, but if you are somebody that does have a decently good brows and all you need to do is just fill them in quickly, I think this is an amazing product. But I'm just simply decluttering it because of the color. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to my mom. She has the exact same hair color as this, so I think this will be perfect for her. But yeah, basically just the color, I'll be decluttering it. Okay, and then the last product, this is the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki Brush F80. I've kept this for so long. Never ever ever reach for this. I know this is everybody's like cult favorite or cult, I don't know, whatever the heck you say, but it's just a foundation brush. I'm never a big fan of it. I don't know. I like my Real Techniques one better. I feel like this one just kind of like sucks up the product, and when I try to move it, you guys can see like, I don't know, it never gives me a really flawless looking application. And I've kept it for so long. I never use it. I'm sick of looking at it every day in my little like brush collection, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. So here are all the products that I will be getting rid of and out of my collection. I'm so excited. I've been keeping these around for so long. You know, I've really tried to make them work, but they're just things that I don't like, and I don't want to keep products in my collection if I don't like them. I am definitely quality over quantity. So yeah, these are just some products I'll be getting rid of. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss any of my new videos. Also, I will be doing a empties video next round. I was gonna put it in this video, but this video is just way too long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.